All right, y'all, it's Monday. It's time to help the people. So, as I've been perusing through these e-streets, aka the social medias, minding y'all's business, I've noticed something. I noticed that a lot of you are looking for love and romance and quality dating relationships, and that is not a bad thing at all. I am not anti-love or relationship. I'm actually a big cheerleader of those. But what I also noticed is that a lot of people that are looking for that right now are the main ones that should be focused on everything else but that. So that's what we're going to talk about today, knowing if you should not be worried about being in a relationship right now. Let's get into it. First things first, if you ain't got no money, being in a relationship should not even be on your radar right now. Now, I know that Pinterest and Tumblr got y'all thinking that, creativity and DIY is all you need for a happy relationship and some date nights. That's going to be fun for about a month. Then there's going to come a day where you're going to want to see a movie that's not on your television screen at home. You're going to want to go to a restaurant and sit down and eat. And God forbid you dating somebody that got something going for themselves. It's only so many times they're going to want to come over your house for a Netflix. He going to be looking at you like, sis, you are a scrub. So, sir, ma'am, if you ain't got no money, you don't need to be worried about being in a relationship right now. Worry about your income. Focus on that. Next, if you don't have any friends, and I'm talking regular old platonic friends, you don't need to be worried about being in a relationship. Here's the thing. When a person doesn't have friends, that usually speaks to a bigger issue, like character and personality flaws. Are you mean or difficult to be around or overly sensitive or a little crazy? Or are you a cocktail of a few things? Why don't nobody want to be around you? So until you work all of that out, coupling up with another person should just simply not be your focus at the moment. Next, if you have no life and no identity as a single person, you sure enough don't need to be worried about being in a relationship right now. You don't know who you are, where you going, you don't even know what you like and what your interests are. The worst thing you could do is go fall in love with somebody, and I'm going to tell you why. I got $20 that says that your identity and your happiness is going to become rooted in that person. You're going to be like, oh girl, I've come to America. Whatever you like. Now that's just bad. It's bad for about 2,500 reasons. I'll give you 2 of them right now. First, what happens to you in the event that that person is no longer in your life? Anything could happen. What if that person realizes you have no depth to you and they want to break up? You're going to be lost. Lost and back at square one where you should have been, figuring out who you are. Secondly, that's a problem because that is not fair to your partner for you to make them your everything. That is not a natural, healthy human dynamic. Frankly, I wish Negro would roll up on me talking about you my whole world, you my everything. I'm looking for the exit because as soon as I start acting like a human, you're going to be looking at me like I'm crazy. And speaking of crazy, that brings us right on into number 3. If you are not emotionally and mentally healthy, you sure enough don't need to worry about being in a relationship right now. Now, if you know you got a lot going on right now, and that ain't even shade because we all got issues to varying degrees, but if you know you're a more extreme case, why would you go pouring all that off on somebody else? Frankly, you got entirely too much work to do on you to be worried about somebody else. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm tired of talking. I done said a mouthful. And I want y'all to understand that everything I'm saying here today is like 90% out of love and concern and only 10% judgment. So I hope that helps. As always, govern yourselves and just know that 2 halves only make a whole when you're talking about pizza. Relationship, you want 2 whole people.